Alright, welcome to another lesson that we are making. This is also going to be a continuation on our questions that we are working upon. These are our questions, and we are able to deal with our question 2, which was having parts. So we are able to deal with our part A, which was 64. So we are going to finalize with the remaining. Our part B is 16, our part C is 25. Then we shall solve it from here. We shall solve it from here. Okay, now in solving this, we said we are done with our question A. We are done with our question what? With our question what? With our question A. Okay. Let's get out a good workout space for us to solve this number of hours. So we are saying that we have been able to solve out our question what? Our question A. This is done. Then we should be able to come up with our part B of question 2. This was question 2. Then our part B. Our part B is 16. Our part C. Our part C is 25. Our part C is what? Is 25. Okay, our part C is 25. Then have our part D is 49. Then 225 at 49. Okay, this complete out these numbers. We are saying our part D. Our part D is 49. Then our part E is 255. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, 49 and 225 and 81. So this was 225. This was 225. Shall we rub that? We are saying this is our 225. Then our other part is 81. For all these numbers, they just want us to find the square root of these numbers. We said the square root of a number, but they want us to just only use prime factorization. Okay, so we can now say our 16, which is we divide this by 2. When we divide 16 by 2, we shall be able to get our 8. I'll also divide our 8 by 2. Our 8 by 2, we shall be able to get our answers 4. Then also when we divide our 4 by 2, we shall get our 2. Then we also divide this by 2. We shall get our answers what? Our answer shall be, okay, let me get an eraser here. Okay, let me rub this. Okay, so we are saying here we shall be able to get 1. So now this simply means when we use our format, this simply means that we are forming out how many? We are forming out these pairs. Let me get an ink here. Let me get an ink. Okay, let me use blue. So we are forming out these two pairs of ours. this is a pair that we have formed, and also this is another pair that we have been formed. So we said that using multiplication we can just only take one of these pairs, and we say we have our 2 times 2, so this is going to be equal to 4. So this simply means our square root of 16 is going to be equal to 4. So we can use that method to derive out our answer. We also have what we call a 25. Then we also use our method. Which number can we divide by 25? We can try out our 5. So when we divide 25 by 5, we shall still get what? We shall still get our 5. Also divide our 5 by 5, we shall get 1. So this simply means that remember, this is having only one pair. So when it has only one pair, that simply means we can get, say, our square root of 25 is going to be equal to 5. Then we can also try out another number, which is 49. We also try our method, which least factor can be divided by this. So we can try out our 7. So we divide 49 by 7, we shall still get our 7. Also we still divide it by 7, shall get 1. So this simply means that also the square root of 49 is going to be equal to 7. So these are what? These are our square root numbers. Also here, when we look out to our 200 and what? 225. Okay, so our 225, we can look out for a number that can divide this. We look out for what? For our number which can really divide. We look out for a number that can divide our 200 and what? 225. Okay. Someone to give us that number. Someone to give us the number we can divide by 225. Okay, so when you look at this, we have already our 5. I mean our 25. So we can use here. Remember, we had our 25 here. That simply means that if we try out our 5, then we can be able to come up with that exact number. So we can try out our 5 as our least what? Our least factor. We are trying out our 5 as our least factor. So when we try out our 5, what do we really get? Okay, we come up with this. Also we can still also look out and see whether our 45 can divide 5. Okay, so we have our 45. When you divide it by 5, this is giving us, and divide it by 5, it is giving us 9. So we still divide now by 3, get 3. Then here we can still divide this by 3, shall get a 1. So this simply means that we get our set of our first set of 5, then our second set of that. So this simply means we shall have our 5 times 3. So when 5 times 3, what is 5 times 3? Our answer is going to be 15. So this simply means that when you multiply 15, okay, this is 15 times 15, our answer is going to be equal to 225. That is going to be our what? That is going to be our answer. Alright, so in simple term we can say that this number is complete. Okay, we still have our other number, which is what? Which is 81. Our number is what? Is 81. So when you have our 81 here, which number can be multiplied by itself to get 81? Which number can we multiply by this to get 81? So this we can also still use our same method. We say we are going to divide the factor which can divide this. Here we can be able to use a 9. So when you use a 9 here, when you use a 9, 81 divided by 9. 81 divided by what? Divided by 9. Okay, so when we divide this by 9, we shall still get our answer is 9. And also when we divide 9 by 9, we get 1. So this simply means we have only got one pair of 9. So this simply means if we only have one pair, that means we shall only take our 9 as the what? As the square root. So now here we can say therefore square root of 81 is 9. So with this number we shall have done with them. So the next of our questions that we are going to solve shall also be part of this. These are our questions that we are going to be solving. That is going to be in our next what? In our next lesson. So to make a recap of this, to make a recap of our lesson, what to put on the mind is to ensure that we look out for the numbers that can multiply themselves to get the square root which is given, or you use these methods that we have tried, a factor tree method or a ladder method. You can be able now to come up with what is the correct answer. Okay, so for this, hope the lesson has done you well, and we shall now be able to make some or more of these questions that has some different tricks that they apply for us to answer question of related kinds. Thank you very much for being part of this lesson. Please be able to subscribe, and also this is going to help you to get some upcoming lessons on this subject. God bless you. Stay blessed. Nice moment.